I can write this out about anybody. Why is he on my team? Favor and grace. Why is Giannis in my hierarchy? It's favor and grace. Now, all I did was say, hey, God, you have a vision for my life. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep coming. Right now, I'm losing. I got no team. I'm broke as a joke. Car about to get repo. We're struggling financially. Me and Messina, we got the second kilo away. I even the night we got home from BOM. I'm pregnant. What? I was struggling to provide for Nala and her. It was like me, her, and Nala. I'm struggling. I'm like, man, I come home from BOM, man, no gas. No busting seats. Hey, man, guess what? What's up, babe? I'm stressed out already. And I'm pregnant. You pregnant? I'm like, how did I?
Pretty good.
He's out here being this irresponsible.
When that happens, I'm like, oh my goodness, man, you about to have a kid. I can't get a guess.
You better have another kid. Okay, you better.
We got a kid again for 9 months. Have a kid. We're together, man, together. And I should have quit. Her mom was like, hey, Chris, you should probably get a job. Hey, you got another kid away? Y'all have benefits? I'm like, I think he does the same. Right? But I just kept going. I didn't quit. Didn't know this was happening one day. Had no clue. I couldn't even fathom getting an exchange there. What's an exchange there? I can't even get a recruit. I couldn't see it happening. But I didn't quit. Kept going. And the more you stay in the business, you see I'm magic. You see God work. You're like, hold on, man. That guy came into the office with had 2 things for the devil. But he knew that person, who met that guy, who came to the office high for a year and a half. Every phone was high. I'm like, bro, man, you can't be in FaceTime, bro. Like, it's your eyes. Your eyes is like, bro, like, I'm like, bro, what do you buy? I have a team though, man, so I need you to know I need that. Don't quit. Eventually, he put together recruits Bill Corman. Bill Corman, Lawrenceville. Bill's upline came to the office high as a kite for like 18 months. Somebody you would not think about would ever build anything. But then when I see that happen, I'm like, wait, God used him to inbox him on LinkedIn. Come on. To get him a call with him. He comes on board. All right, 20 years older than me, a lot more experience than me. Military establishment, like, why would he call me college drop off the conference? Follows me. Okay. Oh, all that's happening. Alejandro inboxes a guy in Virginia. That guy comes to part of the big event. He sees the opportunity. He goes back out to Virginia. Okay, he's prospecting. He finds a guy named Greg Brown when he's out there. Greg Brown's coming out of a Bible study in DC at 20 years. It was a revival. He meets Greg Brown, boom, calls me and says, hey, I found the biggest black leader ever in PHP. I said, the biggest black leader ever in PHP? Yeah, all right, man, it's got to be bigger than Lynn Cooper. Yeah, I feel kind of threatened, like, because I'm black. I gotta level up. Right? And then, boom, things are happening. Oh, oh, boom, Alejandro's moving to the East Coast. Virginia, I'm taking Maryland. We talked about it on a call, made sense. His wife, my wife, then we gonna take over the East Coast together. We gonna sideline. His wife gets pregnant. They say, we're not moving. You're not moving? Yeah, bro, we gotta sit down for this. Well, what's your team? The guys you have over there, man? Oh, they gotta work with somebody, man. I need to go. And then Oscar comes to my team. Arturo comes to my team. Ray, did I work to get Ray? Now, did I do your RI, Ray?
No.
Was that at the Starbucks and did I prosecute at the Starbucks?
No.
Arturo, where you at? Did I call you on the top 25 sheet?
No.
Did I inbox you on IG? Who did? Mario Gamboa. Out of California. These are coming to place. Did I prospect Kiana? Did I prospect Marcus? No, who did? Who did? You got to the office event, he saw me and he was kind of drumming me on the one above me. And so when that happens, guess what it gives you? An extreme amount of a level of patience. You say, whoa, this thing, I don't really control how it works. I can position myself to be blessed. And all I can do is do a good job of taking care of the people God trusts me with. So I do believe in one thing, that God entrusted me with city souls. God says I have a purpose for this man's life, a calling for his life. And I need somebody in the DMV who's aligned with me, my vision, what I want for the DMV. I want to trust that man with you. Chris, can I trust him with city souls? If he comes into the office, will you work hard? Will you be diligent? Take field trainings, support his team, train him, be a good example to him. Now, you can't check off those things, but what God will bless you with somebody. Can I trust Chris? You manage what I've given you already. I've given you a vessel, a body. Can you lead this individual? Can you be disciplined with your own body? Can you show up to the office? Can you build a business? Can you be consistent? Are you going to quit, Chris? If you don't have the heart to run this business, why would I trust you with this young man? Well, the question for you is that, can God trust you with somebody? Why would he trust you with somebody? When God works through people, through men, and he works through managers. If God has a purpose for city guys, like, man, okay, can I trust Saeed with this man? By putting him into his presence, his business, will Saeed take care of him, set an example for him to inspire him to lead a team? If not, then I'm going to send him to some other leaders at a different company or a different industry. That's our business model here. And so, my challenge to you guys, I'm not sure who I'm talking to, who's hearing me, who's listening, who's resonating with. Like, man, you gotta work hard. I'm sorry, that's part of the, you have to work hard. It's part of the equation. You gotta be committed. You gotta like people. You gotta really like people. I know I keep saying it, but some of y'all don't be liking people sometimes. Y'all don't be liking people, man. Y'all think y'all hiding it. Nah, we see it. You don't like people. You gotta genuinely like, if you do that, you work hard, position yourself, God will bless you. With favor, with grace, it doesn't happen in your business, it'll compound, it'll baloney. And then what starts to happen is, okay, guys, I have no ego. You know why? God is so crazy the way he works with me in my life. I'm a guy who kind of has an ego. I do have an ego low key. And what he's done to me, he's like, Chris, all your success, I can point back to God. So I can't just say I'm out there and just, as a man made it happen. It's like, I worked hard, did that, but if that happened, I'll do it to me. Yeah. I worked, I give him his number. Yeah, I invited him to the office. He got started finding a prospect. I always ask God one thing. I always ask God, I say, God, how come, like, in the beginning, especially in the beginning, Greg, like, how come the people I hunt don't stick around? I was secure. Like, man, Marcus is winning, man. She hunted him, God, I get him. He's with him, man, but I was out in Honjo, man. I hunted the guy I saw in the street, the guy's number, I gave him the win big. I'm saying I did it.
Wow.
And for some reason, man, for a long time, I was like, nope. I'm saying, like, man, what the heck, man? Why can't people I hunt down win? Like, why is it like, why people I love Saeed, did we hunt Saeed built? No, we didn't hunt Saeed, man. Some guy met Saeed at a conference in Minnesota, and he happened to walk into our office, and we didn't go there, and he got NCL tips. So this may sell some of y'all the dream. And maybe you say, man, Chris, is Chris good? I mean, actually, I didn't hunt them down. Somebody else did. Somebody else did. He was on top 25. She had to, somebody was one of your trainers. Someone that trained you?
Yeah, my clients.
Some of her clients invited her off on a Zoom call, and Andrew gave the career her. So guess what? I can't take 100% credit for hunting them. But why did God bless me with them?
He was planting seeds way before.
He says, man, Chris, what you're doing here, your faithfulness, your endurance, 10 years in the game, not quitting, I tested you for 18 months, you suck. Who else was here that Thomas is?
Yeah.
He's a chairman's counsel in PhD.
Our
From
brother.
Nigeria. He's a former. My Mexican name, when I was training, he was at SMG. Thomas is not a Nigerian name, but he's Nigerian church. I met him, I was a trainee, he was at SMG when I met him. We were at the party last night, Saturday, at Max party. He came to me, he was like, Chris, man, you inspired me, brother. He's in a Nigerian accent. I can't really do it. He's like, man, I seen you suck here in this business.
Oh my God.
You were a nobody. Come into this, but no one respected you, man. I saw it for years. He said, you persevered through that, you built the business, and I'm watching you, brother. You're doing it. You're building it the right way. I see what you're doing. The way you lead your team, the CFTs, the trainings, overfunding policies. He's like, man, you don't cut shortcuts. You're waiting for tomorrow. And you inspire the heck out of me. And from a peer, a guy who I saw as a trainee for the SMD, he said that about me and my life when we're doing this business. It's a testament of God's in our lives. And so again, I don't know who I'm talking to, guys. I had a different message for you guys tonight. I don't know what happened, man. I think just hearing Simi speak, his mother and his brother speak, and Simi, God has a calling in his life, man. You heard him mention it earlier. Oliver Finley is an MD in Bill Corman's hierarchy. Oliver Finley did a rollover on Simi's uncle. His uncle. Yeah, we're at Bachelor School. I looked it up. I typed in my email, Simi's last name. RG Mato Raja. I don't say that. He's a practice, man. He's a practice. But I typed in his last name in my email. See what happens. Boom, the nudie pops up in 2018. When Oliver Finley was in my bake shop. I'm like, who is this? I said, who is it? Like my uncle. Yo, who got a policy in my bake shop in 2018? What the odds of that happening? You know what? And it was this is crazy here, man. There was somewhat of a connection made between Oliver Finley and Simi's dad. I don't know the details. Whatever happened, let me get information. It wasn't coded. There wasn't any policy to it. It was crazy how God works. 4 years later, God comes back around and introduces the business again to his son.
Come on, man.
It's like y'all make Chris coincidence, man. I don't believe in coincidence, man. I don't believe it at all. 4 years later, comes back around. God says, I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna work with a man named Drew Burns. So I'm gonna write you up to the office. You never go to church. I mean, not like that, man. He don't be going to church like that, man. So one church service, got one prospect. It was Cindy. He comes around. When it happened, I was like, oh man, that's God right there. Like God has a call in his life. God was like, hey, I will get you to your dad. Okay, cool, that didn't work. But we're going on, we're coming around 4 years later. Boom, right timing, out of college, at Amazon. Let's get on now. Boom, he's on board here. We're doing his life. So y'all, as I wrap up here, guys, I'm gonna recognize 4 people, and this will be pretty quick with you guys.